Welcome to another NRN program. I can tell you that this is one of the most enjoyable programs that I will be doing. It is now an annual event celebrating the St. Patrick's Day Parade with Michael Murphy and Sedona Taphouse. This is just a prime example, the best of America, happening right here in the friendly village of Mamaroneck, and it is a parade to celebrate everyone who is Irish on the 17th. So make sure you come to the parade on the 17th and enjoy it all. Michael.
Yeah, we thank you for having us in your living rooms and your TV, or watching us on your smartphones, or possibly on your laptop computer. But we're here representing, well, my name is Michael Murphy, and this is Norman O'Rosenblum. And the reason why we're here, we're promoting the South Shore St. Patrick's Day Parade and also the Stakeout for Charity at Sedona Taphouse. But the reason why we're here is because I represent the Irish heritage, and Norman represents the American immigrant experience. Norm?
Thank you very much. And it's important, you can call it a tag team match, Batman and Robin, whatever. But the fact of the matter is that we work together along with all the volunteers to make this parade possible. So again, enjoy America. Come on the 17th and enjoy. You can't go wrong. As I noted later, you will see that this is much better and more entertaining than the previous Super Bowl.
He keeps referencing that previous Super Bowl. It wasn't that bad, Norm. But so, anyways, you'll be in our show here. We'll be introducing to you some of our volunteers, people in the community that support the parade, also our grand marshals. Did you know that this year that the parade is going to be broadcast live on LMC-TV? And with us right now is the president of the board of directors at LMC-TV, Jeff Megan. Jeff, thank you for coming out here to Sedona Taphouse to celebrate the South Shore St. Patrick's Day Parade and the Stakeout for Charity. So, Jeff?
Thank you, Michael. I'm so happy that LMC-TV will be able to continue our broadcast of the parade this year live. We have a great staff at LMC-TV, and we're dying to work on this parade. I'm also a third-generation Irishman. My last name is Megan. My grandfather was born in Orienta in 1870. Wow. My father was born on Stewart Avenue in 1900, and here I am. So let's celebrate the Irish.
So which group will you be marching with in the parade, Jeff?
All of them.
I would also note that LMC-TV is an illustration of the purpose of the St. Patrick's Day Parade. While you certainly celebrate the Irish culture, you're also celebrating the fact that this is a country of immigrants, and you celebrate the rights of all. And I can tell you that LMC-TV is a cornerstone of democracy in this South Shore area. So I thank you and all volunteers, by the way, on LMC-TV. It is the reason that we have a democratic country and that we can enjoy such parades as
We're very proud of LMC-TV.
That's right. Absolutely. And proud that I can say my name is a Rosenblum on the 17th.
And our executive director is Matt Sullivan, another Irishman, of course.
Jeff, as far as the broadcast goes on LMC-TV, it's going out live this year on March 17th. It starts at about, 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon on that Sunday, and we're going to have a crack crew out there. We'll be on a flatbed truck out in front of Biano's on Mamaroneck Avenue. So we expect to have you up there. Maybe we'll have you come on up on stage on the flatbed truck, and you'll be able to talk to the audience.
I'll look forward to it.
Another thing we've got to say, this gentleman here knows
like
more about the Village of Mamaroneck than anybody. You are what's the title you gave yourself?
I am the tidbit chairman of the summit that meets once a month at the Nautilus Diner. It's a great group, and I give an historical tidbit for 5 minutes at the beginning of each meeting.
The South Shore St. Patrick's Day Parade really couldn't come off unless we had the support of both Mamaroneck and the Larchmont Chamber of Commerce. And here with us we have a lady that plays two roles. One, she's the relationships manager with the Orange Bank and Trust, who's a great sponsor of the South Shore St. Patrick's Day Parade. And also she's been with, and I guess at one point or another, she was the president of the Mamaroneck Chamber of Commerce. So we're delighted to have Rose Silvestro with us right now. So Rose, take it away.
Thank you. I have been a member of the Chamber of Commerce for more years than I care to tell you. And I can't tell you how much we support this whole parade, because it's in the middle of our town. And it just it highlights our town. So we're very happy to have this take place in Mamaroneck. Now, on behalf of Orange Bank and Trust, I want to say that for the third year running, the bank is sponsoring LMC-TV's broadcast. So Michael gets me on that flatbed truck, and then he needs to get somebody to get me off of it.
I think she's gonna crowd dive this year.
Yeah, right. And again, we are proud that this takes place in the Mamaroneck community. Thank you.
And another thing to remember is that, of course, at the different functions we go to, Rose is one of my favorite dance partners, which is very good. You get her to swing around the dance floor. It also is a good segue that part of the entertainment that you see and enjoy in this parade are the Irish dances, which are amazing and award-winning, I would note.
Absolutely, yes. So, Rose, we thank you, and we thank the Chamber, and we thank Orange Bank for being a great sponsor of the parade. And of course, people will see that Orange Bank and Trust banner at the LMC live broadcast on March 17th on Mamaroneck Avenue. Hey, we're here at Sedona Taphouse in support of the South Shore St. Patrick's Day Parade, and we have as our next guest someone that's no stranger to the audience out there at LMC-TV, and that's the Mayor of the Village of Larchmont, Lorraine Walsh. Lorraine, welcome to our show in support of the parade.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. I just want to let everyone know that in March, and the date is?
March 17th.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course. Is the St. Patrick's Day, Sound Shore St. Patrick's Day Parade. And it's for everyone who lives in the Sound Shore area. I hope everyone comes out and enjoys the parade, watches. My board, Village of Larchmont, is great supporters of the parade. We're all going to march. Our favorite part of the parade, of course, is when we get to Harbor Island at the end and we all get to have a beer and a hot dog. And I also want to say that I really appreciate the theme of the parade. It doesn't just celebrate Irish heritage, but it celebrates the immigrant heritage of the Sound Shore area and of this country. And that's a wonderfully inclusive attitude to have. I really like that.
Well, you must have a little bit of Irish heritage in your own in your background.
I do. I'm a Walsh, and on the other side I'm a Grogan.
Wow.
Right? So, but it's only about 50%, but I think that's enough. So, yeah, I do.
Lorraine, thank you very much. We'll make sure that you enjoy yourself walking down, and we expect 60-degree weather, but we'll see what happens. But in any case, as was noted, this is a celebration for the Sound Shore. It's not the Village of Mamaroneck, it's Larchmont, it's Pelham, it's Rye, and so on. So you will be representing everybody there, which is great. And bringing your beautiful face there will improve the thing.
You,
so
Norman.
it's very good. That's right. It's part of my Irish brogue as Rosenblum, right?
Exactly.
Very good.
You know, the South Shore St. Patrick's Day Parade is a community event, and we can't put the parade on unless we have dedicated volunteers. We got a great volunteer with us right now, and this is interesting. She's wearing the green. This is the pastor of United Methodist Church on Boston Post Road. Delighted to have Karen Berger with us tonight. Karen, welcome to the Sedona Taphouse in support of the parade.
Thank you very much for having me. It's really great to be here. This is my first year on the committee. I was invited by Jack Saraceno, good friend, and I'm so glad I joined because I'm actually Irish on two sides of my family, among many other things, and it's a wonderful community family event. I'm pleased to say that our church is one of the harbor sponsors this year, as well as the Mamaroneck Community Nursery School, which meets at our church, so we're all behind it, and we're looking forward to a wonderful parade. So I'm just thrilled to be here and be part of the committee. I've met some great people, and I encourage you all to come out, enjoy a wonderful day, and we're really looking forward to it.
And thank you for coming. And I would note, just on your background alone, it certainly illustrates one of the main reasons why we are celebrating, aside from Irish culture, the democracy that we all live in, the fact that it's all really based on volunteers, where you can have an enjoyment of your family, friends, religious choices, and so on. So I thank you very much for everything you do for the community. It's fantastic. And you certainly add to it. And we look forward to your marching, I should say.
Yes, indeed.
And wear the beautiful green again. It's great.
I will.
Now, if you're thinking of marching in the parade this year, and who wouldn't want to march in the parade, or maybe you'd have a band or a group that you'd like to have in the parade, you know, you can go on our website, which is www.lmc-tv.org. www.soundshoreparade.com and find out how you and your band or your group can march in the parade. We have somebody with us tonight who actually is marching in the parade with her group. We have Vanessa Ritter, who owns and runs the School of Rock in Mamaroneck.
Yeah, thank you for having us, and we're so psyched to be a part of this exciting event.
First time in the parade, right?
First time in the parade.
Wow,
and
cool.
How long has it been since it's been on a Sunday? St. Patrick's
Well,
Day.
it's actually always on a Sunday, but this is the first time it's on St. Patrick's Day,
Patrick's
so
Day.
we're thrilled about
So
that.
it's extra special, right?
Extra special. So, got any plans for what kind of music you're going to be playing in the parade?
We are going to be doing a lot of Irish-influenced rock, so little Thin Lizzy, U2, the Cranberries, and some more. So we're excited to bring some great rockin' tunes, because rock and roll and St. Patrick's Day go together, don't they?
That's right. The Irish have a big history with music, don't they, in rock and roll?
Yes, of course. Yes.
And not to be facetious or anything, but the School of Rock does rock. They've played in several different occasions, and events in the village of Mamaroneck. And you will miss out if you don't come and watch part of the entertainment, which is the School of Rock, and we'll be adding to the other enjoyment. It's just an amazing show. And thank you very much for coming to the village of Mamaroneck and also entertaining everybody in the Sound Shore. This is a Sound Shore parade.
That's right. It's the Sound Shore Parade represents the entire Sound Shore from Port Chester all the way down to Pelham. Now, what kind of instrument do you play?
I'm a vocalist.
A vocalist. Would you like to sing us an Irish song?
When Irish eyes are smiling. That's all.
That was beautiful. Now, one last thing. You said, Vanessa, you want to tell them where the School of Rock is?
It is over, I always say it's on the Smashburger side of the tracks in Mamaroneck. And we are where Halstead and Bishop Avenue meet. So we're right by the train station.
Actually, you can't miss the School of Rock. Every time a truck crashes into that bridge on Mamaroneck Avenue, you just look to your left and you'll see the School of Rock.
Yes, it shakes our building.
That's right. It's either the rock and roll from the building or it's a truck hitting the bridge. Right. Yeah, rock on. Thank you, Vanessa.
Thank you.
Now here, we're with another volunteer, and really, I got to tell you that the way that the parade works is that it gets put on by people that volunteer for the committee, and the committee works endlessly for months to put together this Sound Shore St. Patrick's Day Parade, which this year is going to be on March 17th. Starts at Mamaroneck Avenue School and marches down to the Harbor Island, where it ends up at the hospitality tent. So I'm with another volunteer here. This is Kathy Murphy Anacarico. Kathy, tell us, how did you get involved in the parade, and what could you say to people that want to volunteer for the parade?
Mike, well, I got involved because my brothers, Sean and Chris, they were a big part of starting the parade, which I originally wanted to be a part of, but there wasn't enough room. And then finally some room opened up last year. So I jumped in, and it's really very rewarding. It's a great group of people, and it's really nice to be part of the community.
And I think it's most apropos to note that on either side of you have two gentlemen with a Murphy Brothers shirt on. And that's not a insignificant segue.
That's just the Murphy sister.
That's correct, I know. So it's three Murphys in a row here, even though one's a Rosenblum. But I will tell you that, again, Murphy Brothers represents exactly what we're talking about and celebrating here. Certainly the volunteers, if it wasn't for Murphy Brothers hosting all the meetings and so on, I seriously wonder if, in fact, the parade would be as successful as it is and planned to be. So I thank you. I thank your brothers. I thank Murphy Brothers. And I thank Michael, who's very shy, and I will give him back the microphone.
That was not a paid commercial right there. That was for free, because this is free TV. This is LMC-TV. I'll bet a lot of you out there are wondering, what happens on the day, so maybe you can come out and either march or watch the parade yourself. So I'm going to turn it over to committee member Jenny Maroney, who'll tell you what happens on March 17th. Jenny?
Thank you, Michael. We are looking forward to this year. It's our first year that we're having the parade on St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, Sunday. We start off around 11:30, having our Mass at St. Vito's, said by Monsignor James White and Father O'Callahan. Then at 1:30 sharp, we'll be kicking off the parade, walking down Mamaroneck Avenue with all of our groups and parade committees and cars and everyone in tow, ending up down at the harbor, where we wish everyone can join us down at our hospitality tent. And from there, we'll see where the day takes us. But we know that's going to be great weather, a good time, and just a wonderful day all around.
Thank you, Jenny. And again, another fantastic volunteer on the committee. Let's not forget the committee. You were great last year on LMC-TV tape parade, and you're going to do it again this year. Thank you very much.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.
All right.
So Jenny, maybe you can tell the audience how they can get involved in the parade if they want to get involved.
You can go onto our website, which is www.soundshorestpatricksdayparade.com. On there, we have a list of scholarship information, all of the sponsorships, and anything else that you need to do. If you'd like to be in the march, just email us and we will definitely get you in. Thank you very much.
And what's the website again?
www.soundshorestpatricksdayparade.com.
You know, we have a terrific time on March 17th at the parade, but it's all about the scholarship fund, and the scholarship fund goes to worthy high school students in the Sound Shore area who show cultural interest in Irish heritage. So the reason why we're here at the Sedona Taphouse now is because the Sedona Taphouse for many years has a steak out for charity on a Monday night, and on that Monday night, when you buy their wonderful steak dinner, which is at a very, very low price, $1 of every steak dinner for both dinner and lunch goes to the charity of the month. And the month of March, which is kind of appropriate because we march in the month of March in the parade, goes to the Sound Shore St. Patrick's Day Parade Committee. So I'm here with Bill Jablonski, the owner. And Bill, I'd like to know, where did this all start, this Steak Out for Charity?
Mike, this whole thing started when we opened the restaurant. It was really part of our culture that we wanted to give back to the community. We picked a charity the very first month we were open, and we said that's the program. We want to make sure that as we grow, the community grows, and we're able to give back. And we've done a lot of different charities, including the Sound Shore Scholarship Fund. Is the second year we've done with you guys, and it's been a great for us.
Third year now.
Is it the third year?
Yeah, third year, yeah.
Wow, it goes by fast.
Yes, it does.
But it's a great cause. It gives to the kids, gives them a chance to go to college and not have such a tax burden. It's just a great thing for us.
Terrific. So what do people have to do in order to take advantage of the Steak Out for Charity?
Just come in on Monday. It goes all day from lunch through dinner time. You can make a reservation. There is usually a wait, so even if you make a reservation, we tell people just be patient. It's going to a good cause. And that's it. This is our flat iron steak. It's a black Angus steak, 8 ounces. It's the same one we have in our menu, which is $18. We drop it down to $6 to make it affordable, and then $1 goes to the charity. Simple as that.
That's terrific. Now, when you come in here on the Mondays during March, just say, hey, I know Mike Murphy and Norm Rosenblum, and you get that steak. No, actually, you're going to be there. You don't need to do that. You don't have to know us. Anybody can come in here, right?
Anybody.
That's terrific. So we thank you all for coming in here during the month of March on that Monday and help support the Sound Shore St. Patrick's Day Parade Scholarship Fund.
I'd also note that, again, this illustrates the broad participation by not only individuals that do it on the committee, but also the business as represented by Sedona Taphouse, giving back to the community. And again, this is a community event. And a follow-up on Mike, the amount of money that's raised for the scholarships, I believe, is up to over $32,000. Yes. So it's very important. So it continues the culture and the ideas, which is actually the greatest part about this country. Everyone's an American, but everyone keeps their own subculture, which is great, and you celebrate together. And again, everyone becomes Irish on St. Patrick's Day.
Polish Irish.
That's right. Hey, listen, so the Sound Shore St. Patrick's Day Parade Committee, we'd love to thank the Sedona Taphouse for their support of the parade. And we'd like to thank all of you out there in LMC-TV listening area, watching area, for supporting the parade as well in your own way, and also for coming out to Sedona Taphouse for that steak. You know, every parade has a Grand Marshal, and last year's Grand Marshal is with us now. He's no stranger to the Sound Shore community, or no stranger than he always is, and that is last year's Grand Marshal Raymond Doc Kiernan, former Fire Commissioner of New Rochelle. Doc, great to have you here at the Sedona Taphouse. We've been here before, haven't we?
Yes, I've been here on a few occasions, yeah. We had a fundraiser here a couple times and meetings, and always had a good time here.
Well, tell us about the parade last year and maybe what people can expect for this year. Here.
Well, last year was a beautiful day, and we came marching down Mamaroneck Avenue, and then as soon as you came out from underneath the railroad tracks, it was like you were on stage. There were thousands of people on that stretch of Mamaroneck Avenue down to Boston Road, and it was an exhilarating feeling, a great parade, a beautiful day, and I hope it's equally as good this year.
Yeah, and also note that it's very important that Doc was involved in New Rochelle as the fire commissioner.
Yeah.
And a fire commissioner. And I am proud to note that the same association that I have with Jim Rosenblum FDNY Racing, which we will be in Daytona. And it's to, again, come back to the concept of volunteers. And it's the firemen, the policemen, EMS, and so on, all the uniformed men and women, whether it be military, paramilitary, what, guarantees us the freedom of the immigrants that come here and arrive, and that's what we're celebrating in the St. Patrick's Day Parade. So once again, I thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you.
You did a fantastic job, and you look great in a top hat.
I walked down the street. It was pretty good.
Well, I have a question for you now. Do you have any advice for this year's Grand Marshal? Any advice at all?
Well, yeah, it's a big job. You know, he'll have to tour the country and visit with other grand marshals and talk about world peace and things like that. So he has a big responsibility ahead of him.
For that day there, anything in particular he should say or do? Or
No, he just should behave himself and get home that same day. That's important.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2019 8th Annual Sound Shore St. Patrick's Day Parade Grand Marshal with us now, Chris O'Callahan. Chris, welcome to Sedona Taphouse. This is quite an honor, isn't it, being the Grand Marshal of our parade?
It sure is, Mike. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's great being part of the parade and being associated with all the past honorees and with Murphy Brothers and our former mayor here, Norm Rosenblum, and all of the friends of the Sound Shore St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Well, you know, you couldn't be between two bigger windbags in the area here because first of all, I do the LMC-TV live broadcast, right? So it's going to be live this year. It's going to be televised live. So your family, when they're marching down the street, and as I understand, your entire family is going to be there. Am I right?
Well, that's why I'm here. Is my mom and dad grew up in Mamaroneck and Larchmont, and my family now lives in Rye. My brothers live in Rye. And they're all very supportive of public service and charity and what this parade does, giving money back to the community. I think it's important for all of us. It really is what makes communities great, so I'm so happy to be associated with it.
That's terrific. Now, you know about the Sedona Taphouse Stakeout for Charity. You know, and every month, the Sedona Taphouse people, great people that they are, they pick a charity. For that charity, if you come in here and you get that, how much that steak costs.
$6 steak.
During the week, during regular, it's like $18, something like that, right? Some fair fee. But when you come in on that Monday for lunch or dinner, that steak costs $6, and $1 of that steak goes to the charity of the month. And the month of March, now think about it, the month of March, a great month to be the charity, because the month of March, we're all marching on St. Patrick's Day, right? The month of March, it's going to be the Sound Shore St. Patrick's Day Scholarship Fund is the recipient of that stakeout charity. So you know about the Scholarship Fund.
That's so generous of them. I know they're going to lose a lot of money on the O'Callahans. I don't know whether they know that there are about 100 of them that live right in the area. So those $6 steaks, they're going to lose a lot of dough.
Good to hear, Chris.
Well, and I'd also note that you do represent the best of America, the best of the American dream, and it's an honor to be standing next to the Grand Marshal, and you will be one of the best, if not the best. But I also note, I can guarantee that this parade will be more entertaining and more enjoyable than the Super Bowl we all watched, and that you will be the true quarterback and the hero.
How do you like that? So again, we'll see Chris and his family marching down Mamaroneck Avenue. Do you know Mamaroneck Avenue is the best place to march in a parade if you can't be in Dublin? Mamaroneck Avenue, best place to march. And we're delighted that the Village of Mamaroneck allows the parade. They've great. The DPW, the police department, the fire department, the village manager and the mayor, they're all behind this, 100%. Board of Trustees, everybody's behind the parade. We're delighted to have them and for the support that they give us all. So I guess you'll be meeting them all, right? Because I guess that day you're the star of the show.
We can't wait. It's so generous of Mamaroneck to provide all of these venues to all of the people in the Sound Shore region. We can't wait to have a great day, St. Patrick's Day, March 17th.
Now remember, Chris comes from Rye, New York. The parade represents the entire Sound Shore from Portchester down to Pelham. So wherever you are within that Sound Shore area, March 17th, love to have you either march in the parade or come and watch us and have a good time.
And to follow up, it's the Friendly Village. And on that day, it's extended to the entire Sound Shore, and everyone is Irish on that day, including myself, as known as El Rosenblum. Thank you.
So we'll see you all on March 17th, won't we? Yes, we'll see you all.
Can't wait to see you.
That's right. So come and join us on March 17th. And thank you for joining us tonight.
Thanks, Murph. Thanks, Norm.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, we thank you for all of our guests tonight on our show. We'd like to thank the Sedona Taphouse for having us here and for all the charitable work that they do in our community. We'd like to thank LMC-TV. Now, LMC is going to be shooting this parade live this year on March 17th, and you can watch it live on Verizon, on Cablevision, Fios, or LMC-TV.org. So, Norm, you want to tell more about the parade, just so they got all the information?
Oh, absolutely. This is a wrap-up to all our guests that we've had here before. Make sure you come and enjoy, once again, the pipe and baggers, the Irish dancers, all the people in the Sound Shore area that are coming to watch. And personally, Michael, I want to thank you very much for all the work you put in, and Murphy Brothers and so on. It is just an amazing example of how America is great. I can't be prouder to be associated with this group than anybody else.
Will we be seeing you on March 17th, sir?
Oh, absolutely. I will be up on the platform introducing everybody as they walk by, while you are covering it live, by the way.
Live on LMC TV, and you can watch that on Fios, LMCTV.org, or Cablevision. That's right. Don't forget, you can watch us live. So we'll see you then, March 17th, 1:30. I think we start our broadcast, 1:30. Yes? 1:30. They're nodding their head. Yes. So we'll see you then. So thanks for joining us tonight. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
America at its best.